Hello, dearies. Welcome to the Judy TV show. I talk about marriage and marriage related trending issues here. And I am Judith. Welcome. Friends, I want to make this video specifically for Mabel, Sister Mabel, AY's wife. So, Sister Mabel, please come closer. Let's have a conversation. Um, I know that there's an issue between you and your husband because when you buried your mom, he was not there. I know he would want to come, or I wouldn't know why he was not there. Maybe you didn't allow him to come or something. And then I know that there was something you did where you were wearing a t-shirt with another guy, that, you were holding hands and everything. I just know that there was nothing between you and that guy. Anyways, where I am going to is concerning the latest emotional post that he put out there. I mean, your husband, AY. When Ayomide marked her third birthday, he went to the school with a cake and visited the girl. The girl was so excited, a toddler like that, playing and all that, innocent girl, not knowing what is going on. So, based on this emotional post that he put out there, I think just in a couple of days, that's what I want to address. That's what I want to draw your attention to. I know you must have seen that post, but I want to draw your attention to it in this particular video. What do I mean by that? I just want you to remember that there are two basic things that are very key in every marital relationship. Two basic things. And what are those things? Patience and forgiveness. You cannot do away with those two in every genuine, ideal marital relationship. Patience and forgiveness. Yes, you might come up to say, okay, I've forgiven him a couple of times. He kept on promising that he won't do whatever thing again, and apparently infidelity or whatever. And then he goes back to it again and all that, again and again and all that. Since the Bible even said that we should forgive 70 times 7. I want to give you an example, even though I'm not supposed to use them, so that it doesn't look as if I'm trying to, I don't know, play with their own situation or not. But since it's a positive one, that's why I'm bringing it into this, and that is the video. The video before he married Chioma, a lot of about two, three baby mamas here and there and all that. Life was just like here and there and all that. I don't blame the video, honestly, and I will not blame him for the simple reason that look, this guy has money and this guy was as young as that time. So you should know that when a guy has money, there are ladies that will just be falling into his mouth, whether he even calls them or not. That's why I don't blame the video. And again, I do not blame him because the moment he got married, he promised his wife that, look, I will try as much as possible to be the best husband to you. And Davido is living it to the fullest. We're all seeing it. Chioma, quite unlike her, granted the interview the other day, and she confirmed it. What am I trying to say? Sister Mabel, no man is an island. No man is perfect. By strength shall no man prevail. Every person that you see, okay, that this person is good or is able to control himself, whether as a man or as a woman, especially as a man, is just the help of God. I do not know the nitty-gritty of what went on. I don't need to know. It's between you and your husband. But whatever thing that made you to stay away up until now, I know it is something that is not funny. But please, I beg you in the name of the living God we serve and worship. Forgiveness is key in every marital relationship. Patience is key in every marital relationship. The most important thing is that the man that is your husband admits the fact that he wronged you and he has come out to apologize. Not once, not twice. This latest post he made, the kitchen is missing you. In fact, if you read that post, whether anybody knows, your story or not, is quite touching. Mabel, if it's going to be a possibility, and I want it to be, please give this man another chance. You never can tell. Don't just say because I've forgiven him a couple of times, maybe he will continue that. You never can tell. This might be his last post stop. You never can tell with God. Because if he's genuinely sorry and he has genuinely apologized, God might just step in at this particular point in time to help him. And you also need to be there to help him. I want you to consider something, Sister Mabel. If because I saw another post he made earlier on where he was saying that even some people that are your friends and people that you know, so to say, they are calling him, telling him, they want to, they are so eager to take your position and calling him, and he should let you go. He shouldn't be pleading with you to come back and so on and so forth. What I'm saying, now that you are not there with him, he is vulnerable because he's a man. But if he is able to withstand these people that are calling him and telling him whatever, whatever, if he's able to withstand it now, how much more when you are there? You will make it easier for him. That's the point I'm making. No woman enters into a marital relationship and expects to have an issue. But the truth about the matter is that the issue must come, whether you like it or yes. Because both of you are coming from two different backgrounds. Have you not heard of people that have been married for 40 years, 30 something years, and at the end of the day, they say they're going their separate ways? I said it in one of my videos a long time ago. A couple that I know too well, they've been married for 31 years, maybe 33 years. That was when the man now decided to go his own way and started behaving anyhow. The wife just left him alone. Let him just. Their last child had already done his youth service. That's to tell you. The woman now said that the only thing that she's not happy about is that now that the man has gone out, by the time they finish his money and they finish him up, then they will return to him, maybe somebody that who has stroke or somebody who has whatever thing, and then they will now be telling to forgive his divine and so on and so forth. I say, look, that's why they have to start praying now so that God can intervene before it gets to that stage, because that might be the extent that the enemy wants to take him to. But what am I trying to say, Mabel? There are people that have been in marriages and then things are happening the way they didn't expect it. But your ability to be there, at least to stand up for him in prayers, goes a long way. Please, I join him to plead that you should please give him another chance. Let me know second chance, because I'm sure probably you must have given a second chance before, but I'm saying another chance. Please give him another chance. Look at Ayomide. Just look at that innocent girl at 3. Carbon copy of her dad. At 3, when the father went with the cake to her school and everything, how excited she was. Maybe can you imagine if you were there? How it would have been? Of course, it would have been louder than that. But can you imagine how that girl would have felt? Jumping from you to her dad, from her dad to you. Can you imagine? Your first girl, I want to believe she's about, I think, 15 or 16 now, thereabouts. Maybe this is when this girl needs you the more. This is when this girl needs you the more. And it is not the same thing. Probably you call her on the phone, maybe from your own house, to call her on the phone. How are you feeling? How is school today? You need anything? You want to come over, and then you talk to her, and then she gets back home. Her father will also be, what do you need? And so on. It is not the same thing as when you people are all living together. You'll be observing things yourself on a continuous basis, 247. It is not the same thing with when you're in your house and you're calling her or trying to reach out to her to find out situation of things from her. It is not the same thing as when all of you are now in the same place, in the same house. Please, I beg you. Sister Mabel, I join AY. I don't know you one on one. I don't know AY one on one. It's just this way that we see ourselves on social media on this Obasanjo's app. But I'm joining him to beg you to please give him another chance. Forgiveness is one of the things, like I said, is a key thing with patience that is needed in every marital relationship. Besides, you are a Christian. If God should mark your iniquity, to mark your mistakes, how on earth will you survive? Of course, you cannot. So that's why I'm joining him to at least ask for giving him another chance. You never can tell. This might be the last bus stop, as in the last time he will do whatever thing it is. Please, I beg you. Uncle AY, let me come over to you. See, you have 2 daughters now, as in, I don't know the name of the first girl, and Ayomide. Uncle AY, if Ayomide, for instance, or that your first daughter, when she graduated, that you were so proud of her, tall, slim, beautiful girl like that, that way you are proud of that girl, that way that you love her as a proud father. If that girl gets married tomorrow and her husband keeps on doing something to her, and then she will forgive the guy and come back home. I mean, if anything happens, she comes back home and the guy will come and beg, and then you people will encourage her to go back, and then she goes back. After a while, the guy does the same thing, and then she come back, going this back and forth over the same thing that the husband keeps on doing. Hey, why, how would you feel? No, AY, be genuine about it. Will you clap for that your son-in-law? Will you clap for him? Or even if it's Ayomide, that same thing is happening to, will you clap for the guy? I mean, your son-in-law. Of course, you will not be happy about that. And it will get to a point you tell the guy, look, if I see you in my house next time, you are not serious with your life. I don't want to see you here. That will be your next position. So why are you now doing it to another? Why are you doing it to Mabel? I don't know what she's complaining about. I don't know what is the issue. Why are you doing it? Look, AY, this is a small world. Oh. This is a small world. Just last week, a man that I know, I attended his first daughter's wedding. This man, oh, headache, headache. Before they could rush him to hospital, that was it. The man is gone. There's nothing in this world, though, for you to be toying with your own life and toying with a marriage that has lasted for 20 years. What am I trying to say? You know what your wife is complaining of. You know what she's not happy about. So why would you continue doing it? And then when she now walks away, you'll be putting an emotional post. And I have nothing against the emotional post. In fact, that emotional post, when I read it, in fact, I will be like, if I even see Mabel, I will even beg her physically. But that's what this video is all about. Joining you to beg her. But is it when she returns now, the whole thing will continue? That's why I gave example with two of your daughters, because I know how you love them, especially even the last girl. So if anything, if they should get married tomorrow and this kind of a thing is playing out, how will you feel? How will you handle it, AY? Uncle AY, you should do better now. You should do better. If you're telling her that she needs to come back in the kitchen, misses her bed, misses her, and so on and so forth, well, fine. What I like about it is at least you have owned up that you're at fault, or that you still love her. But if she comes back and the whole thing is still happening again, how do you want her to feel? You just be making a mockery of her. Because in fact, if she decides to come back now, don't be rest assured that one or two will be telling her, are you sure? Are you sure? That man has not repented. This one, this one, this one. So, but if she should defy all that and still come back to you because she loves you, she wants her home back, then how have you helped her? If you should continue doing whatever thing that it is that you're doing, it doesn't make sense now, AY. Uncle AY, it doesn't make sense now. Please, if you're genuine about this repentance, then you should be genuine about it. Recall when you cracked a joke, you said something about the video, and then people started, in fact, people started attacking him, and people also started attacking you. By the time you now came out and say, no, 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 I didn't mean it like that, bros, I didn't mean it like that. Please, sorry, the video say, forget about that. But can you imagine that same joke that you cracked? If you should crack it again now, and then the video now say, wait again, say, bros, forget it. Then you did it second time. How do you think the video will react? This one is a man, oh. This one is just a man. Let alone the person that you married, that is your wife. The reason why I'm giving out these examples is for you to know that, for somebody to make up her mind to be with you, it's not an easy thing. And for her, she has been with you through thick and thin. So the much you can do is, accord her that respect now and love her. Is this much to do? And Mabel is a complete, is it beauty? Is it complexion? Is it height? Is it figure? You won't even know that this one is married, let alone that she has already dropped two. So what else could you want? What else? The truth about the matter, just like the case of IVD now, the truth about the matter is that when the money is there and everything, it will attract bees to you. But if there's any issue now, everybody will just disperse. Everybody will just disperse. Please, Uncle AY, you have the knife, you have the yam. That is, if Mabel agrees to come back, which I pray she comes back because both of you are too good together. But please, whatever thing that you're doing to her that, she doesn't like, she has been complaining about. No woman wants to walk away from a 20-year-old marriage, with her two eyes opened. There must be something that, is really, really getting at her. You know what? Both of you know each other better than any of us that is on this Obasanjo app. So whatever thing that it is, Uncle AY, please try to handle it. Make a decision. It's a matter of choice. Davido told his wife, I said it earlier, Chioma, when he married her, I said, look, I will try as much as possible to be the best husband to you. And we are seeing Davido living it out. Once you begin to do girl, you go just block you, abandon you, they go facing wife. You can also do you that is even, much more matured than Davido, let alone. Is there anything other thing that you want? The money God has blessed you, fame and everything. So why would your marriage not work? By reason of your own carelessness. Whatever thing it is. AY, if she decides to give you another chance, please don't abuse it. Don't take it for granted. That's all I'm saying in this video. That is just all. I know I addressed this video to Sister Mabel, and I've spoken to her, and they said, well, I'm joining you personally, to appeal that she should come back home. I don't know you one-on-one physically. I don't also know her physically. But it's just on this video that I'm conveying my own approval of both of you as man and wife. Because if you have been together for 20 years and still counting, then there's no need to just throw away those 20 years for nothing. Before you pick somebody else now and then start all over, or she will pick somebody else now and start all over. It's not easy. The one you know is better than the one you don't know. Everybody has where he has his own comma, so to say. But the ability for both of you to come together and make a decision, to be there for each other, is because this is a lifetime deal, so to say. So, Uncle AY, please play a role, right? If she agrees to come back, which I know God will touch her to come back, or maybe if you know where she worships or where you people worship, you can involve your spiritual leader, as in maybe your pastor, or I don't know where you worship, maybe, or if you're a pastor or reverend or whoever, involve the person, let them talk to her, so that she will know that you are serious this time around. And if it is possible, you people can do a marriage reunion comeback. What a blessing of God, a kind of renewing of your vows. That way, you will be conscious of the fact that you have renewed your vow before God and man once again, so that will make you, help you to, like, be yourself over this matter. Like I said, this is a small world. The number of years we're going to stay in this world, nobody will stay here for 300 years. The number of years that God has privileged us to stay here, let us use it and have peace and give ourselves peace. There's no need of building tension around, or building unnecessary pressure around us. That's exactly what I mean in this video. Okay, I like to congratulate both of you in advance, because I sincerely pray that both of you will come back together. Sister Mabel, please, I beg of you, please reconsider your position, reconsider your stand, okay? At least for the sake of your daughters, they need you right now. Like I said, it won't be the same thing, calling from different homes than when all of you are together. That is why it is called a family. So I just trust that God will intervene, and things will work out, the way it should. That's all I'm praying for. So on this note, I'd like to congratulate you people, and then pray that it becomes a reality, that you people come back together and be a better version of yourselves, and then improve on your marital relationship, and then bond better, and bond better, as you used to be. Thank you, guys. I hope this video is not offensive to both of you. It's just my opinion that I expressed, okay? Because I love you both, and then I know that both of you are too good together. So once again, let me use this opportunity to congratulate your toddler, the baby of the family, Ayomide, who just turned 3. Super 3 now. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. So Ayomide, baby girl, happy birthday to you. Even though it's belated, but happy birthday, okay? As you journey to the 40th year, may God see you through, and in good health, in wisdom, and in a good way, so that at least you will live to fulfill destiny. Guys, that's all I have to say in this video. I ask that you like this video, and then again, as usual, I'll never stop asking for that. Reach out to me at the comment section. Let me know your opinion on that, and let's have a conversation on what is going on. Please pray for them, so that they will be able to come back. Our own here is to ensure that families are what they are, so that we'll have a better society at the end of the day. So please leave your comments at the comment section, and then pray for them, so that they will come back, and come back better and bigger. That's the whole idea. Thank you guys for always watching my videos. I sincerely appreciate you guys. Okay.